My hands are currently shaking and I'm on the verge of tears after the making of this video, and I really thought I could come on here and say that Roblox is literally saved. I mean, after Roblox made a huge update that makes it easier for developers to publish games without needing to pay $5 a month, I thought it would totally be a wonderful idea to announce to the world that Roblox definitely isn't going to go in the wrong direction. But unfortunately, we cannot have nice things, especially when considering the last time they had at least 3 good updates in a row. Because today, we're looking at some completely unhinged moderation wave that is wiping out classic games left and right. First, we're going to look at how legendary childhood games are getting nuked into oblivion, and then we'll see some of the most ridiculous ban reasons, like a developer getting targeted over a literal dinosaur house, and another one getting banned for something called baby kicking simulator, which honestly I wouldn't be surprised, but we will get to that. The sheer amount of chaos happening right now is actually hard to comprehend because it feels like every single hour, another big game gets taken down for reasons that make zero sense. So leave a like and hype this video and let's get into it. So starting things off, we have a situation that kinda honestly broke my heart a little bit, because the username Valor posted on Twitter saying that things are getting out of hand because Flood Escape got deleted, and praying it gets unbanned because the game was put under review for supposedly breaking community standards. Now, if you do not know, Flood Escape Classic is a legendary game created by Crazy Blocks that started development way back in September 2011, and is the exact game that kickstarted the entire series. Additionally, this game persisted through so many fundamental platform changes over the years, like mobile support and dynamic lighting. Even though it does not get updated often now because the creator focuses on a sequel known as Flood Escape 2, it still holds a really solid community of people who are really good at obbies. But out of nowhere, the page just says that the game is unavailable, and now we have the community account for the game posting that the platform put both the original game and the community maps under review for a completely invalid reason. They pointed out that apparently other games are encountering the exact same issue, and they're hoping it is resolved soon because they have no control over it and just have to wait for the platform to fix it themselves. And this is where we really need to take a step back and think for a second. Because how does a game from 2011 that has been completely fine for well over a decade suddenly get flagged for community standards? It literally makes zero sense, and it's just a severe lack of manual oversight from the higher ups. You cannot just run an AI that blindly takes down games that literally build your platform from the ground up and expect nothing bad to happen in return. Developers poured their entire energy and thousands of hours into these projects just for an AI detection system to wake up on the wrong side of the bed and decide to wipe it from existence in a split second. It is genuinely terrifying for anyone trying to make a living here when you realize you have zero control over your own work and no direct line to a real human being who can fix it. Moving on to the next victim of this disaster, we have a very popular game called My Restaurant, created by Big Games, which is of course a very large studio known for the very popular game called Pet Simulator 99. Now this game has over 882 million visits and was created back in 2019, and the premise is literally just to create and run your own restaurant, which is about as innocent as a concept can possibly get. Yet somehow, this extremely popular and family-friendly game was also slapped with a shutdown for Roblox's AI moderation systems. But fortunately, it seems the game has been fixed and is now available to play again, and it is pointed out that this did not just happen to My Restaurant, but also games like Pressure and several others that have been affected too. But the fact that a game with nearly 1 billion visits can just vanish without warning is a huge red flag for the entire developer community. It proves that nobody or any of their games are safe from these random automated strikes, regardless of how big or reputable your studio is. If a big studio like Big Games can get their flagship game taken down by a rogue AI moderation bot, then what hope does a solo developer have when their small passion project gets targeted? The AI moderation system is clearly flawed, and it is causing widespread panic among creators who rely on these games for their monthly income. It is completely unacceptable to have a platform that shoots first and asks questions later, especially when people's livelihoods are on the line every single day. The platform needs to understand that they are playing with real businesses and real careers here, and they cannot just solely rely on algorithms if it's not going to do its job properly. And the frustration does not stop there, because we have another ridiculous case involving a developer who posted that the game called Mr. Dinosaur House does not violate community standards and definitely does not share personal information. They sent an email to support but expressed how frustrating it is to continually get falsely moderated, and they stated that the uses of AI continues to harm the platform players and developers every single day. The moderation message they received claims the asset was no longer available because it violated the rule against sharing personal information. The developer even shared that the platform continues to reject the content maturity label and falsely labels their game as a social hangout game when it is very clearly not. The rejection message stated their experience contains content that was not accurately reported and forced them to retake their maturity questionnaire. This is just another glaring example of developers being forced to jump through completely unnecessary hoops because an automated system cannot properly analyze context. A game about a dinosaur house is somehow getting flagged for sharing personal information, which is honestly mind-boggling when you try to think about the logic behind it. It just shows how disconnected these algorithms are from reality and how much unnecessary stress they put on creators. But if you thought getting your entire game falsely flagged was bad, wait until you see what the AI moderation system is doing to basic image assets. A username Runoff posted a screenshot basically screaming in confusion because they received a warning for uploading illegal or regulated content like what's listed here, and you can probably imagine those are things that any person out of their mind would use. And what was this highly dangerous offensive item, you might ask? It was literally just an image of a smug smiley face. Runoff even followed up by sharing another warning from March 2026, where the exact same illegal content reason was given for uploading a picture of a funny looking brown dog sitting in a car. I guess dogs are weapons of mass destruction now, according to this brilliant moderation system. And it gets even better, because another user named Leo uploaded a plain image of the literal moon and got hit with a warning for discriminatory language and behavior. The moon is apparently discriminatory now, guys. The sheer incompetence of this AI is just so baffling because it's literally flagging smug faces, dogs, and the moon for extremism and hate speech, all while completely ignoring actual platform issues. It makes you wonder what kind of hallucination that AI moderation is experiencing to look at these very simple things and somehow decipher that it's something that would get you on a watch list. Finally, we get to the situation that really takes the cake, and honestly, this is probably the most hilarious out of all the examples we have for this video. So a developer named Jess posted that the game called Baby Kicking Simulator of all things was just banned from the platform. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if a game with that title caught some attention from the moderation bots, because I mean, just look at that name. But what is really crazy is that Jess mentioned the map builder was also banned, but no action was taken against Jess directly, and the fact that this game has existed for over 1 year and surpassed 2 million visits, but suddenly it's just completely gone. Jess was asking what to do in this situation and said it is very unfair that the builder got banned while they didn't receive any punishment at all. Now, looking at the screenshot provided, the ban region showed that the account was moderated for harmful content and behavior due to the asset being the game itself. While the name of the game is definitely edgy and probably triggers every single automated filter imaginable, the inconsistent moderation is a real issue we have to look at here. Why does the map builder get completely banned from the platform while the main developer gets entirely unpunished? It just proves that the automated systems are basically just throwing darts at a board while blindfolded. There is no logic or consistency to how these rules are applied. Looking at this entire situation, it is completely obvious that relying entirely on AI for moderation is a failing strategy. Developers are the entire reason this platform is profitable, and treating their careers as acceptable collateral damage is a terrible way to run a business. Instead of blindly accepting whatever the algorithm does, the platform needs to implement real human oversight to protect the people building their ecosystem and prevent a repeat of certain ban waves that I even covered in one of my previous videos. I firmly believe that if they continue down this path of unfeeling corporate automation, they're going to drive away the very creators who keep the platform running. So I really love to hear what you all think about this strict automated policy and how the developers are reacting in the comments down below. Do you think the platform will finally step up and fix a broken AI moderation system? Or do you think they will just continue to let the system nuke innocent developers' games and image assets for no reason? And before I end this video, I want you guys to make sure to leave a like and like this video and help me get to 20,000 subs before the end of this year, because that would mean the world to me, guys. And with that being said, thank you all for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.